Howdy, howdy. So, hope everyone, there we go. How y'all doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing okay. So, I recently got this fun little game that is called, like, World Creator or something like that. Anyways, essentially what you get to do is, you get to build and, like, rule your own little world. Like, have you ever wanted to be an oppressive dictator, but not just for a country, but for an entire world? That's essentially what you get to be for this. Or at least that's what I am for this. Okay, so let's go ahead and look down. So once you zoom in, as you can see, there's like some neat stuff. You can even sneaky, venomous, weightless, nice. And poison immunity. Makes sense. It looks like that's a crab. I think. Poisonous? Maybe not. Maybe it's a frog. Yeah, weightless. Okay, so it looks like a frog. Okay. So, essentially what you get to do is you get to build a world. A whole new world. I'm not going to sing. Okay, so this area, it has gold and it's got stone, so it looks like it'd be a decent little place to put people. So we're gonna go ahead, and I have let's go ahead and move that. Yeah, so you can see the little notifications. I have some settings already put in place where it's gonna tell me that kind of stuff. Yeah, but as for everything else, it's just kind of, yeah, so I have 3 people there, and as you can see, they're gonna do their own thing. It looks like they've already started. So you put a certain number of people down, and at some point, if you get enough people who are all working together, they create a country. So I think this is, yeah, it's a Kingdom of Great Tea. And I'm going to go ahead and rename that, and we'll call it victims. And they'll be victims. And then let's go ahead and get super crazy. We'll add a second colony, same number of people. There were those snakes, right? So these people fought the snakes, and they did not immediately form a kingdom. So we're just going to go ahead and let them do their thing. And then we'll go down here. Oh, it looks like they created a Toda of Moon. Okay, so, whoops, dang it. You had to have 4th person. So we're going to go ahead. I'm not looking for the individual. For the country. Alright, we are going to go ahead and rename you. Darn it. Patient 0. Because that's my sense of humor. Okay, so we have victims, we have patient 0, and I didn't think I added anyone there. But apparently there are people there. They may have swam. Yeah, because, okay, so everywhere that the tile is light blue, there's water, but it's not super deep. So I'm assuming that's what happened. And as you can see, they're already multiplying. So I'm just going to call you my mistake. Singular. Alright, so we have patient 0, victims, and my mistake. Fun little way to start stuff up. Okay, and so this environment, according to the seeds that I have access to, this environment is known as Enchanted. So everything is super sparkly and kind of fancy and whatnot. Yeah, so actually let's go through this real quick. So you have all these little things here at the bottom. This first tab is like the little creator tab. You can you get certain tools that allow you to work with stuff that you want to remove. You can move everything. You can remove life. You can drag stuff, or copy everything. You can increase terrain or decrease terrain. Vortex, so it's just going to mess everything up. You can choose the kind of soil that you want to put down. You can add soil or just lay over the current soil that's there. Add water. And essentially for the water stuff, what that does is that first digs a pit, and then second you can add the water. You go here, you get some more of the stuff, so you can, this is more interrelationship stuff between different kingdoms. So most of these things are just kind of running right now, and I'll demonstrate more of these once I actually get more established kingdoms. I've currently got a total of 15 people on the board, so it's not like there's too many to work with. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing a lot with this. So we've got that. Oh, one of the things that we can do with this is kind of neat though, is we can go ahead and look at the statistics of each kingdom, so we can figure out which one's the most powerful. The villages, and then in addition to kingdoms, you get cultures and villages, which is all kind of cool. So multiple villages and kingdoms can span across cultures. I guess it's kind of a safe way to think about it is culture is going to be equal to like a religion, and then the kingdom is going to be the political alliance of multiple different villages. So moving on, what I currently have unlocked is man, which you can unlock by paying, or I believe by ad. Yeah, I think you can unlock stuff by ad if you want, which I'm going to do in a little bit. Yeah, you get elves, dwarves, and orcs. You get an assortment of animals that you can throw down, all kinds of different little animals. Some little monsters, all that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool looking. Like little skeletons, spooky, scary skeletons. Then you get like beetles and all that kind of stuff. Some of these things can actually impact the terrain, which is kind of cool. Some of them don't. I think most of them don't. But we'll go ahead at that, and just because I like how quaint this island is, I don't want people running into it too fast. We're going to throw some piranha around it. Yeah, should keep people from going crazy there. Actually, on the island, let's go ahead and throw one into a crocodiles, because, you know, why not? And then we're going to throw some bears, because I like the bears. And then we'll go some cows. And then we'll throw wolves on somewhere else. We're going to throw sheep, because we like sheep. Okay, and monkeys. We'll do 2 monkeys and see if the population increases. Alright, so as you can see, there's... Oh, I completely missed this. Or I'd forgotten it. Monkeys throw rocks, so they're throwing rocks at the piranhas. There's a war going on between the monkeys and the piranhas. Hey, my mistake has resulted in 12 people. And I have 10 victims and 13 patient zeros. Fun. And then down here, that's the potential to become something. If I really decide to go crazy with it later, I may make that into something, or I may just have that as kind of like my testing grounds for some of this stuff. You get access to some different natural disasters, so you can increase the temperature of certain regions, decrease the temperature of certain regions. You get lightning, that's kind of fun, does a little bit of damage, as you can see. You get earthquakes, does a lot of damage, as you can see. I straight up created an island there. You can set different things on fire, which in this case it didn't last very long because there's nothing to burn. Get a little acid, which is kind of neat. I think that tends to dissolve whatever's there. Like I said, you get all these different seeds to change up different biomes, so you can plant it. It's sand, that's not topsoil. As you can see by the little notifications in the upper left hand corner over here, yeah, there's essentially kingdoms being created with like kings and leaders and politics and whatnot. And then actually, what else do we have? Yeah, so all that stuff is kind of cool. And then if you decide that you are a pyromaniac, or you just really don't like one of the kingdoms, you can change everything by selecting some of these options. We'll go ahead and drop an antimatter bomb right there. And yeah, that's kind of what that does. We'll go ahead and drop those here. As you can see, an incredible amount of destructive power. And then you get some of these abilities which impact the like the people there. So you can bless people, and it's supposed to make them stronger. Every time I played this game and I've tried to bless people, they only become more depressed. Don't know why. Hey, the king of my mistake. And then you can curse people. You can restore health. You can drive them mad where they'll want to attack each other. You can remove madness and infections, and even move people around. So all kinds of stuff. I think I'm going to go back to main settings here, and so this is where you can dictate rules for the world. So we get, let's see here, diplomacy, declare war and treaties, sure, why not? Rebellions, yeah, I like a little chaos. Kingdom expansion, sure. Stealing borders, you know it. Angry villagers, of course. Peaceful monsters, nope. Monsters are going to attack. Animal spawns, yep. Can we die? Can we grow old? Yes. Do we starve to death? Of course. Grass, yep. Everything grows. Everything grows. Nah, we won't do that. I don't want everything to burn. Yeah, sure, why not? Whoop, nope, we like that. Let's see, natural disasters. Heck yeah. And then other disasters, like I said, like a little chaos. I don't have any favorites right now. Here's some statistics on the world. Nothing super crazy. Kind of happy with that. I use that. I can select people. So here's a basic history of everything that's happened. Yeah, okay. So it's looking pretty good. Oh, and here's the basic stats info there as well. So, alrighty, I'm going to go ahead, pause the video, watch a couple of ads, and let it run for a minute. Cool beans. Okay, so I'm back. It's only been like 2 or 3 minutes, but yeah, so I went ahead and I watched a short, it was like 5-second long video to unlock this function, Hourglass, which has allowed me to increase the development time of my countries by 5x multiplier. So essentially, time is running 5 times faster than it was before, and beforehand it was already moving pretty quick. So yeah, as you can see, it's like 2 months a second or so. Natural disasters like hurricanes rolling through the place, tearing up, causing chaos. We got thunderstorms kind of rolling through, regular clouds. As you can tell, everything is definitely growing. We have legitimate nations now. So let's go ahead and check stats. My mistake is currently doing best. Patient Zero is currently the worst off. Isn't he always? And then the victims are... I think they're doing okay. They have the largest fighting force. So, yeah. So one of the neat things that I can do now is I can actually look through and check their progress. The king died. So, let's see here. Their slogan for Patient Zero is Forged by Doubt. Nobody believed them when they said they didn't feel good. We get stats down here at the bottom about the villages they're involved in their countries. They're at peace with both of the other nations right now. We get population size and the number of villages that they can have for the size of their kingdom. And then we go ahead and hit the little light bulb. We can get information as to like their development. So they're only 55 years old, which is pretty young for a nation. 2.8 is their knowledge gain. Their culture level is level 6. The more they upgrade their culture, the more skills that they unlock. So, oh, and you can like tap these and they fall, which is kind of fun. So like they are learning basic weapon production. This is housing, which is pretty good. Cultural conversion. Is this patient 0? Yeah, okay. So it makes sense that since they have the biggest standing army currently, I think they do. Nope, it's the victims. Victims have the biggest standing army. So there's a chance they have a slightly more developed culture. Yeah. So I guess that makes some sense. And then that was victims. My mistake. Patient. Okay, let me just go ahead and check through all these. Force Pet out. Patient 0. Level 6. My mistakes. Or my mistake. Level 6. What was your slogan? Peace, unity, and prosperity. Makes sense my mistake would want that since I'm such a chaotic individual. And then my victims are guided by honor. And they're at level 8. So they're the furthest along in their society. So they have axe and armor production. My victims, they're the ones with a full standing army. So it kind of makes sense that they would be some of the most developed. So since this is the free version, I only get one save slot from what I can tell. So I am going to go ahead and save this world. Boom. I got a friend who was double checking with me. She was asking about, I convinced her to download the game, right? And so she was asking, how did people get there? How to do different functions. And so I told her I would also work on this little YouTube video tutorial thing and let her know. I am surprised that the bears have multiplied as quickly as they have. That's incredible. However, they seem to be at war with the bees, and I think those are fairies. We can select, yeah, blessed, immortal, immune, healing aura, weightless, peaceful. 17 years old. Dang. Attack speed is 1, speed, damage. Okay. So I have fairies. Kind of cool. It looks like the piranha are still there. They're just kind of vibing. The monkeys, it looks like, took out the ones that are closest to the island. And, uh-oh, tornado. Where is he? Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. I don't think there are any more monkeys. I think those were all destroyed. It looks like the chickens were all taken out. Or, not chickens, sheep. Cows are all gone. Alligators are gone. So pretty much, looks like the bears have dominated everything. It's the bears and the bees. That's it. There you go, kids. Learn about the bears and the bees. Yeah, so that's picking up and throwing bears and stuff. And piranhas. I don't think it does a whole lot of damage. Uh-oh. Do we have a second? We have a second one that's even bigger. Whoa. If those make landfall, that is a lot of damage just waiting to happen. See, look at that. It's actually just legitimately tearing up the ground. But as you can see, it re-heals or regrows. So, I'm not too terribly worried about that. So for every country, and there go a mess of soldiers. And the king is dead. Okay, so for every country, you get the king of the country, which for some reason the king of victims is in the territory of my mistakes. That's this dude right here. He's crippled, he's wise, and he has a symbol of respect. He's carrying a sword, good sword. 72 years old, no kills. So he's never known battle. But he's very unhappy. Yeah, so one of the cool things about this game is that you can, when you're zoomed out like this, right? I'm gonna let the storm pass. When you're zoomed out like this, it'll show you where. That's kind of new. It'll show you where the kings of each country are, or the kings of each kingdom are, but then it will also show you where the leaders of each village are. So the guys with the really big heads and the gold crowns, those are the kings of the kingdoms. And then I guess if you're going by like a, what's it called, feudal, I don't know, like a what are they called, you know, knights and dragons, prince and princesses, medieval, that's it. If you're going by like a medieval standard, then the lords, so the guys who are in charge of each individual village, are the guys with the smaller heads and the silver crowns. So dope. So it looks like Victims already has a port, a seaport. My mistakes do as well, and it looks like they're already moving ships out. Patient Zero does not, which makes some sense. Patient Zero has kind of gone through a little bit because they had 2 massive hurricanes off their coast. But I am surprised that the... Is this... Yeah, so that's the... Why is he so sad? I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead and double check an update on culture. You're at 11. You're at 10. Okay. And you're at 10. It's always interesting for me just to kind of like compare the numbers and figure out where people are at, because all the other information that's worth looking at, for me at least, and my chaotic self, is right here. Where I can go ahead, look at, okay, it shows houses, it shows armies. That's what I care about. Standing army size and population size. That's all I care about. So there are currently roughly 3 islands that don't have anyone on them. There's this thing, if that can even be considered an island. There's this sparkly bear run to race. And then there's this thunderclap of a mistake over here. Ah, they're fishers. Nice. So yeah, there's land. If I get kind of bored with it or something at some point, I may go ahead, get real crazy, and add like a legitimate massive island. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead, let it run for a couple more minutes, see if I can unlock 1 or 2 new powers with some ads, and probably add an island. So, see you in a minute. Howdy, and we're back. Alright, so I have gone ahead and watched another little video, and we have also had a little bit of a time lapse, and I have added some soil, so we can go ahead and figure out some stuff. Some of the benefits that I got include new types of people. But one of the things I want to do first was demonstrate how to use the seeds and create terrarious land. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the Savannah seed and essentially like the Savannah Plains. Also, you can determine how big of a span your touch thing is going to have. Time is rolling so fast, it's almost like I'm already planting seeds on that. It's just popping up stuff left and right. As you can see, societies are... Oh, they're being attacked by piranha. And... Holy smokes. Oh, those are crabs. Okay. For a second there, I thought I had settlers. Also... Yeah, okay. Actually, there may be people there. Honestly. Okay, anyways, so we're going to go ahead and... For that Terraria, I think we're going to go and do jungle seeds, because I like that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave that back corner, because one of the things I also got was, when I watched the little video, I got 3 things unlocked, and I get access to them for a half hour. And one of those things was dwarves. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do a swath of mountains, peaks, or hills peaked by mountains. So we're going to go ahead and, I don't know, I think people generally don't do well there, but I'm really curious to see how well dwarves do. They like mountains and don't like elves. Good for them. I don't have elves. Okay, so don't get mad at me. This is all for humor's sake. That's not how you spell midget. Is it? Yep, that is. Those are my midgets. Don't judge. Okay. That's supposed to be there. Alright, yeah, okay. So we can go ahead and leave them there. Let them do their thing. And let's see here. What else? Oh, that was right. I also unlocked a thing over that I'm going to do over here. Rhinos. Nice. Okay. Alright. The other thing that I unlocked I'm really looking forward to is these. Cyber cores. I have absolutely no idea what a cyber core does, and I'm looking forward to figuring it out. It looks like they essentially just take over the environment. I'm very grateful I didn't just add that to an entire terrain that is already established. I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes, but I'm glad I didn't do anything with that. You know what? We have plenty of land, so let's go ahead. Gonna add nothing. Where's the corner of the... There it is. Okay, let's go ahead and there. We'll go here. We'll go here. We're just gonna add a couple of those. We'll let those have some fun. See where they want to go with that. Alright. Holy smokes. Midges are just going at it, aren't they? And it looks like the expansion of their kingdom is incredible. They're at peace with everyone, which is probably a good thing. Still level 1 society, but man, can they spread. That is incredible, like wildfire. So if you're kind of curious as to like the mountainous environment, we'll go ahead and do it to the chicken. It is constant damage. To a person, constant damage. To a dwarf, also constant damage. Okay, so none of that is friendly to them. But we'll go ahead and see how they do with... it looks like dwarves live a lot longer when it comes to those environments. Yeah, he's doing a lot longer. He's ambitious, he's a miner, he's one-eyed, so he looks cool, he's crippled. He's 21 years old, same age I am. This is pretty sad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to move him if I can off of there. Hold on, little buddy. I'm gonna. Oh, never mind. He's safe. He's gonna live. That is awesome. Nice. Okay, so we are definitely gonna go ahead and save this real quick because I really don't want to lose this. And this game does have a reputation, or at least this app has a reputation for if you're not constantly saving stuff, you're likely to gonna lose it. Holy smokes. Okay. Yo, I may have to get rid of those things, cause yeah, let's go ahead and nuke those, cause that is some pretty destructive power you got there. Whoa, whoops. A lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Okay, he's dead, and I don't think there are any more there left alive. Okay, we're good. The bears, holy smokes. The bears are being attacked by the fairies, it looks like. Something happened to all those. I don't think that was me. That may have been like a tornado or something. Can I go back and double check history? Will it show me that? I don't think it'll show me history of that. Nope, it's only social histories. Okay. How old is a king? 39. Alright, I'm really curious to see whether or not he's actually, like, whether the dwarves have longer lifespans than people do. So we got a battleship that's trying to check out this area. What is this area? What do we got over here? They can shoot you. Dang, and they got some pretty impressive vision on me too. I feel kind of bad. Patient Zero is really looking for any kind of growth they can get right now, but they are seriously struggling with that. My Mistake is doing okay. Victims, for some reason, still has not expanded over to that little island. But as you can see, definitely bustling little society for all of them. They're actually all doing fairly well. Still nobody's kind of spread out to here yet. A little surprising. Call it Sparkle Land. And then chances are highly likely. That is insane. What is your population size? I give you what, 5? You're at 78? The country's 47 years old. You've had 72 births. That is insane. Wait a minute. Rose. Oh, there's your... Yeah, okay. Wow. Alright, so we're at roughly 250 years old for the world. Fun stuff. Fun times. Yeah, so let's go ahead and double check societies real quick. Level 19, they're doing really good. My victims are doing excellent. My mistakes, hold up. My mistakes are doing best right now. Shocking. So, fairly large population. Looks like we can add one or two more people. So it looks like that as a general society, they are administrators, so they're unlikely to go to war probably. Patient Zero is militarist, so there's a decent chance, and so is victims. So there's a decent chance that victims and Patient Zero will go to war with each other. And that's administrator as well. So midgets and My Mistake will probably stay fairly neutral. Yeah. So gonna go ahead and let that one just run for a little bit. Yeah, so I'll let this run for a couple more minutes. I may watch another video or two and see what I can get from this. Okay, so that was almost no time at all. But I found something kind of neat. So what I unlocked, some of them were rats. So I now have rats running around. But I gave them a rat king. And I think they are all... I don't know what that is. They were all around here somewhere. Somewhere there's a large collection of rats. And they're all following a rat king. I don't know where that collection is. Or maybe they died off. They may have died off. Ooh, a necromancer just appeared. That's fun. Okay. So one of the... Are they over here? Where's the necromancer up here? No idea. That is kind of neat the way that's developing. Okay, so one of the things that I also got was a power to essentially make houses come to life. And I'm going to use that on the doors. That's... Are they evil? The doors have the biggest society currently. So... I don't feel bad. I'm also eating noodles while I play. Uh-oh. Okay, so the houses are evil. And they will attack. And they will destroy. That is good to know. But then again, I think that if anyone is going to stop them, I think it is the midgets. I think that the midgets can stop the evil houses. Who, interestingly enough, seem to be attacking only the houses. Like... However, that is very destructive. Holy smokes. I'm surprised the army hasn't moved in on that yet. They probably will at some point soon. That is a steady population decrease. Why are they not doing more to attack these things? Okay, so they can be destroyed. And then it looks like they just kind of roam wild. Wild roaming houses. That's kind of fun. Okay, so the midgets have suffered a significant loss of life and land. But if I had to guess, they're probably going to rebuild and just come back stronger than ever. Yeah, and everybody else is kind of, their growth has definitely plateaued due to the conditions that they're currently in. But it looks like, though, everybody has ships, I think. Are you at a point where you can do naval warfare? Are you docks? Sure. Barracks. Warriors love it. It has a gym. We love a gym. You do have ships for that, and you are only at level 23. And level 22, you're also ready for that, and then you're level 22 also. Alright, well, it is time to go ahead, and we are going to leave the villages alone, because I think it's one village per country. Also, good. Alright, double checking that I wasn't muting or covering the mic while I was playing. Well, that wasn't what I intended to do, but okay. The midgets have declared war on everyone. And so are victims and patient zero. Is that everyone? Are we all at war with each other? Yep, you're at war. You're at war, you're at war, you're at war. Cool. So there is not a single peaceful country around. So I'm going to go ahead and let that one play out for a couple minutes, and I'll let you know how it goes. So I have dark news. The midgets are dead, which is a sad but inevitable end in the world in which I am creating. So, seeing as there's currently a lot of madness going on, what is going on? As you can see, my mistake is currently fighting patient zero. Lightning just struck, and that is not going to go well for them. Let's double check and see who is the winner from that. You have 4 soldiers left. You have 7. Victims is doing fine. They're just over there vibing without a care in the world. Let's go ahead and double check the stats. Alright, so I think it was patient zero that wiped out the midget kingdom, which very sad. Their houses are still left to roam, wandering those lands. Yeah, so it looks like victims is going to be fine. My mistakes is slowly rebuilding, but patient zero definitely rebuilding faster. And they have a warship just sitting right off the coast. I don't think they're going to attack with that, but I think from that, but I think they can attack with that. Anyways, so to go ahead and speed up this process, because I am a chaotic son of a gun. Where is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to go to my superpowers. We're going to go ahead and sprinkle a very unhealthy dose of madness on my mistake. My mistake shall be madness. And the king has abandoned the country. And essentially what is going on is all the inhabitants are fighting each other, I think. Or many of them have fought each other. Okay. Well, as much as I like my mistake, because I think they are the most advanced. 26... 25, 24, yeah, okay, so they're the most advanced. Let's go ahead, remove the madness, and now we shall bless them. For everyone who has survived, congratulations. You're experiencing a triple dosage of blessing. Good luck. Alright, patient zero. It's got one of the coolest looking kingdoms, though. I mean, I'm gonna be real. And then there's these things, which I'm not 100% sure what the heck this is. But it's kind of cool. Fireproof, wise, immortal. It's over 100 years old. All these things are the exact same You know what? Let's go ahead and make a very poor decision. Yeah, that's a lot of damage right there. That is impressive. So have fun. Chaos. See what happens. So a quick update. As you can see, there's a tornado currently ripping through this little land bridge area that I have. And it has definitely torn up a lot of the ground, but it is interesting seeing the bots fight the people. And also fight the inevitable growth of land. In other news, my mistake is gone. It's gone, as if it never existed. While that is a little sad because I really did like that society, Patient Zero seems to be growing despite the, yeah, it seems to be growing despite the Terminator-style cyborg threat that they are facing. So, I'm going to go ahead and give that a couple minutes to see how that one plays out. And so, in a semi-shocking turn of events, Patient Zero has completely taken over the globe. Yeah, I was keeping a close eye on my victims. And, they didn't have any seaports, which was a little strange. At least I don't think they did originally. But, yeah, the growth rate of Patient Zero has been insane. So, it looks like they have definitely colonized the sparkly land. They are working with the fairies, I think. I don't think they're fighting the fairies, which is a good thing, because the fairies can heal. They'll probably win. As you can see, definitely different districts are taking over with each of the islands. They have a bustling trade system going. It's really quite incredible. I'm actually very impressed. They've completely made use of all of Victim's land. They seem to kind of turn this into a production ground where they have windmill, they have a lot of fishing, they have mining based out of this area, the area that was once by mistakes. And then their own land, definitely the center to the entire city. They're still in a pretty constant state of warfare, it looks like, with the robots. And it'll be kind of interesting to see who wins out on that. But the robots are not technically a civilization. They're just kind of like a virus. It's taking over the land, and it looks like, despite the virus's best intentions, the people are multiplying at a quick enough rate where they're able to not just keep up, but expand into that area. They have completely captured the land bridge. They have made that into their own. And there goes the army. Oh, this is big. This is very big. We have witnessed history. Those little guys are not going to be able to rebuild the big guy, I don't think. So they're definitely going to be able to defend themselves, right? But I think that once Patient Zero builds up a big enough army again, they'll just go back in and reconquer. Alright, so they're taking over the midget land. And it doesn't look like there are any more houses that are left. New villages being founded, new little republics, new societies. This is actually kind of incredible. I'm really interested to... A new kingdom. That's right. I set it up where they are allowed to revolt and create their own kingdoms. What should I call this one? Let's go with... Whoops. No regrets. That's the spelling that I want. No regrets. Cool. Alright. So they've got a decent sized population. Okay, so out of the original kingdoms established, Patient Zero, definitely the winner. So you've kind of gotten a rough overview of everything that I know you can do with the app. I'm definitely going to save it again because this has all been really cool and I like the way it is. I may do a follow-up at some point. I'm probably just going to let this keep running, kind of keep my eye on it for the future. But yeah, if anything really crazy cool kind of happens out of it, I'll probably make another video and share. But other than that, really neat game, excellent time killer. It is definitely going to suck you in though. It is so incredibly addictive. Especially when you start like nitpicking all the little details. If you're a fan of Minecraft or Terraria, you're probably going to be a huge fan of this. Especially if you like those games but find yourself running out of time. This is incredible to watch. It's mesmerizing. And they're still there? They're still there. They're still going at it. It's incredible. Alright. Anyways, hope you had fun. I know I did.